Alright, I get something to work on here a little different. Work on my pile of crap 58 Ford pickup here. So it's just after 12. That'd be midnight. So I'm all done working on regular people's crap. I get to work on my stuff now. So a nice, good, clear summer night. It's not too cool, not too hot, and not wet. That's a good combination of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the suspension out from underneath this thing. The steering's a piece of crap and made wrong. Wrong year stuff. It's got the straight axle drum brakes. I'm keeping the straight axle. Haven't sat on the drum brakes yet. I'm going to take some leaf springs out and lower it down and get the suspension to move because it doesn't move now. It's too stiff. The back end, same thing. Take out about half those leaves. Figure out what I'm going to do on the rear brakes. Looks like the rear brakes are bigger than the front brakes. No wonder they lock up. And the exhaust system's got to come off. And pretty much everything. So we got some stands here my friend had, so I use those to hold the truck up. So I got full access to work on it. So this is the inside of the pile of crap. So they had a bunch of speakers and junk in here, so I'm getting panels made to cover this back up. Got a bunch of stupid ass foam crap everywhere. I'll take that all off. They got this custom paint job up here. I'm not sure how to get that off. Let it fall off, I guess. So I'm not sure what the steering column is, but it doesn't match the truck. I thought it was, but it's not. So we'll have to figure out what the hell it is. This is something over here. So typical pile of crap. So that's what I do to work on for fun. I work on some other piece of crap, the Harley crap. So I'm gonna decide what we're gonna do for the motor on this thing. Right now it's got a V8 in it. So it's got my 383 Dodge motor in here. We got my 400 Ford motor in back, but I don't have any of the accessory drives for it. All the alternator, power steering, all that stuff's missing, water pump. So anybody got that crap laying around, I need it. But, the steering box here, it's been cut. Down there the frame got cut for clearance. So it's not right, and the bolt patterns don't match up. So that needs to be done. It's got custom master cylinder here. So I guess that was a clutch. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the brakes yet. I'm thinking about putting dual master cylinders in it. Somebody took the clutch pedals and welded them together with the brake pedals, so it's got two pedals for one now. You know, got two pedals to go up and down instead of one. Custom. So looks like a precision weld too. Maybe we'll have to redo that. So I was thinking about keeping that so you can makes it easy to drive. Use the left foot or right foot braking. And I put two master cylinders in there instead of one, so I can separate the rear brakes from the front brakes so it'll work better. We'll see how that works. But like I said, we got the 400 Ford motor to put in here instead of the Mopar motor. If we get time to deal with it. Who knows. For now we're going to work on the suspension. So let's get this thing out of here. I got to make it where I can steer it and stop it. Two key important things when you're trying to drive a vehicle: turning and stopping. I already took off those big ass truck tires that were on it, put on the stock skinny truck tires, which I like a lot. So those are what's on it now. So we're gonna keep those on there. I just made them. I got the drum brake wheels, that's why I want to keep the brakes, so I keep my wheels. So we're just gonna turn this thing on over here and see, get over there and kind of see what I'm working on maybe. There, right there. Might be able to see. So let's see how easy this thing comes apart. It's a Ford, it can't be that hard to work on. Find the real hammer first. Appropriate tools to work on a car. Cut down Harley Davidson front axle for a punch and a big ass hammer. Very important things to have for working on this stuff. Next thing is a good place to put a bunch of parts. We don't want to mix anything up, obviously. And we are not going to individually bag and mark every stupid bolt in the damn vehicle either. If you have to do that, you shouldn't be working on a vehicle. Okay, this comes off pretty easy, which is nice. Got adequate grooving in the brakes. Maybe why they don't work very well. Plus they're all full of dried up goo. So that's custom stuff. That's why you have a truck. You throw the stuff in the back you don't need to be working on. Helps if I bring my tools down, doesn't it? We know the brakes don't work very well. That's probably way too far away to see anything. There you go. So first thing I do is get the springs out of here. The vice grip's this good for that. I don't work on cars very much, so you get what you get when I'm working on this crap. Okay, the spring that's on the outside comes off first. If you don't have a pair of 10-to-1 pliers, a pair of vice grips works good. And you want to squeeze this right here in the very first serration. So you can grab a hold of it pretty good. But don't damage it. And pull on it. There you go. It even got sparks when I popped it. So if you can't figure out how to put it back together, you probably shouldn't be working on this stuff. Okay, I can't do the serration on this one, so we're just going to squeeze it. Let's see where am I going to squeeze it at. Yeah, I can do the serration way back here. There you go. Yeah, figure that out. Hey, they look like the same spring. Oh, look at that. Same damn spring. Makes it hard to mix stuff up, doesn't it? It takes a special tool to get these out. Called your fingers. So these you have to compress the spring and rotate 90 degrees. It catches like that on the slot. So you rotate it and it comes right off. There's a special tool for those. Okay, they got a washer out here. That's nice. Let's see. That's not a good sign when your brake seal falls apart. It probably means it's not leaking. It might be leaking slightly. And there's the brake shoes. You got the adjuster toward the front and another spring. And these are some really flimsy ass shoes for front brake. I bet you the back ones are even worse. Now these are different front to back, so you gotta make sure you don't mix them up. So how are we gonna identify what's what? And of course it's bent. That's always a good sign. Okay, so I'm gonna take the front one, I'm gonna unscrew the hell out of it. That doesn't screw very far, does it? Oh yeah, it does. That piece comes off. Okay, the front one's unscrewed. There we go. That's how you identify stuff. This works a lot better now. Who knows what condition that's in. You can just imagine how good it is. Let's go find out. So you want to get underneath the cup there. Go on the other side, turn 180. Make sure you don't get your brake shoes full of grease. Try not to damage it so you can put it back in later. Looks like somebody locked it. pair of dikes works real good for pulling them out. Let's see how tight they had these up. Pretty damn tight. Yeah, they had tension on them. About that much. No wonder they didn't want to rotate. Hear that clunky noise? Doesn't sound very good, does it? Usually you tighten them up and loosen them up a little bit, and free spin looks a lot better. Ooh, look at the drag drop. Look how much better that works now. Somebody didn't adjust these correctly, and I don't know what that clicking noise is in there, but I don't like the sound of that. When you hear noises, it's not good usually. We can imagine how good they're going to be. Bearings out. Yeah, went right on the brake shoe. Perfect. So it looks like the bearings have been freshly replaced, maybe. Seals look pretty old. Look like they're petrified. Oh, they're not quite petrified. They actually do move somewhat. I don't think they're going to replace this week, though. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know what that noise was I heard. Let's see what's behind here. One petrified brake line. Now you know if you touch that brake line you're going to have to throw it away. So I'm thinking we're going to leave it on there. Is that too much free play in the steering? Probably why I'm taking it apart. Okay, so this here is the right side brakes. And put that there. We'll leave it right there. It's a good spot for it. There's the other pan. That's why we got two pans, one for each side. That works so damn good. Alright, I know the steering's screwed. I know I gotta take this off. I don't think I have a pickle fork around here to take them off with, so have to bring some tools in from home. Get some of Dad's old tools. The good stuff. Oh, mosquitoes. Good job. Trying to get me again. Cotter keys out of the way. I don't know what size that is on the back there. Start with a 3/4. Ooh, perfect. Perfect hammer size. That's the correct torque on that too. Okay, once you use the box wrench to unscrew it, you're not even see what I'm working on over here. There you go. Take the nut off. If you make the nut flush with the end of the thread, like that, you can try hitting it with a hammer and see if it falls off. It doesn't look like it wants to fall off. You can also do that and see if that helps too. Appears it doesn't want to come off. Yeah, it appears I don't have the right tools. Oh well. I'll get over it. Will you? Okay, I want to get this big ass arm off of here. So we'll get some bigger wrenches. Oh, that looks like fun. Alright, back. Battery went dead. I popped the other side off while we were changing batteries out. Alright, I'm going to try to get the rest of this stuff off on this side. So, let's see what size all these things are. Looks like it's another 1 inch. Ooh, 15/16. Great. Nope, that's bigger. It's 1 inch. Oh yeah, that's 1 inch. So we need a 15/16 now. We don't have that. But to get me a 15/16 wrench, alright, 15/16. We know this is going to be loose. Alright. Have another go at the tie rod. Got my official punch. Try beating it from the other side. Exhaust system's in the way. Make it work. Perfect. Creeper's in the way now. It doesn't appear to want to come off. Alright, leave it alone. My problem is I'm being blinded by this light. It's terrible. Put it over here, it doesn't blind me. So the tie rod came off pretty easy. Cotter key did not come off easy. Came off in pieces. This will be the same way. It appears to have been in here for a long time. Alright. Yep, it comes off in pieces. It's alright, as long as it comes out. It did not come out, it broke. Now we got a problem. Oh, wonderful. Electric's wrapped around the darn tripod. Trying to knock the camera over. There you go. Over there. See better? Okay, so now we have a problem is the cotter key's been cut from both ends. We still got it in the middle of the nut. Part of it to come out enough, I might be able to grab a hold of it now and get it out of here. Hopefully. There we go. Voila. It's out. That would start to be a pain in the butt. Still a piece of cotter key in there, it looks like. Something in there. Yep, there's a little piece left in there. There we go. Part of one. Not enough to get nothing coming out though. So we do the same thing, we raise the nut up to So where it's flush, we get another pin, tie rod in. With a hammer, the other one just popped right out. So maybe we'll look out on this one too. Okay. Everything out of the way that matters. Let's try to knock the camera over again. That's good. Let's see if we look at it here. Now, if you get a straight shot, it'd be nice. There. Keep hitting the spindle, not the nut directly. There it goes. Even lost a brake again. Well, I did a little bit of damage to the tubes on that one. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's going to be fun. Center stud's moving with the nut, so it's not unscrewing. Great. I mentioned I don't like working on vehicles. Lights in the way now. When you go working at night, your light's always in the way, among other things. There's our tie rod in. Okay, all the way full lock. Now, if I can hold this up by pivoting on something. A piece of wood. There you go. I sit on it for my fat ass. Gives you something to do. There, that puts it in the taper enough. That jams it in, that can unscrew the nut. So, right down there's what we're working on. So you just have to figure out how to make things work in your favor. If there's a taper there, you might as well take advantage of it. Tapers are great for holding stuff. And it gives you a place to sit too. Of course, it's like sitting on a damn toothpick. Not exactly the most fun thing to sit on, but it works. Alright, nuts off. Get off your butt. You just hit it with a hammer, it should bop it off. Tie rod's off. This cross link has been modified more than once. So that's how you modify. You take a piece of angle iron, you weld it to your bent tie rod, and that ties it together and keeps it from breaking. At least that's the theory. Yeah, it works good in the back of the truck too. Alright. See, wood comes in handy for all kinds of things. Now we're still trying to get this disconnect, which does not want to come off. If we're lucky, it'll come apart, but chances of being lucky are not too good. Surprisingly, most of these joints feel like they're still good, so we'll probably wind up reusing them. Alright. Let's move that back over here. Ooh, the steering looks a lot better now. Now you see the steering box moving up and down there? Nope, because you're not looking at it. See right here? It's a little bit of shimmying on the front end when you go down the road. That's what you call a used horse. It's not the straight axle the problem, it's the stupid steering box the problem. So just because it's a straight axle does not mean it doesn't work. I've driven plenty of straight axle vehicles that handle just fine. The problem is when they're worn out. They're worn out. Alright, let's see how lucky we are on this. Not very so far. Oh. Okay, let's see how this works. There you go, get a little clearance, get your arm in here. Take a rag, you just gotta pull against. Oh, that's not that bad. Oh, that's easy. That's like easy as pie there. I'm gonna switch over to open end. I hosed all this stuff down before with CRC. Probably gonna hurt to do it again. Nice big bolt. Alright. What's the chance of that just falling off of there? Give me a tire and we'll find out. These aren't just for tires, you know, they work for other things. Oh, look at that. Oh, slick as shit. Oh, look at that, it fell right off. That was easy. It's round, no splines. Comes right off. Yeah, that was easy to do. Sometimes you get lucky. Look how far you can turn that thing if you don't have them stops on there. Look at that. It'd be a drift car. Look how far that thing turns. Like 60 degrees. And, about 50 degree turn radius there on one side. Ain't bad. Alright, so looks like they got 3 bolts here to hold that on maybe. I'm not sure. Now I can take it off right now or I can wait and do it later. That exhaust pipe needs to come out, I know that. It's a pretty highfalutin exhaust system under there. Get my reciprocating saw in tomorrow. I'll bring that into the house. So, see those nice blown up mufflers? Now when your mufflers look like they've been blown up, that's usually a tuning issue with your motor. That usually means you got lots of raw fuel inside your exhaust system. It goes boom! Takes out the mufflers. I like how it's a nice big muffler up over here. In my head. It's real big up here when it comes out of the exhaust manifold. It drops down to the little chicken crappy pipe right here. And they put a couple of nice precision U-bends in there. This is some really good stuff. Oh, that's your precision shifting device up under there. Oh, that is sweet. Oh, that is some top of the line. Oh, they got welded together crap. I like how the brake line rubs right on top of it. That's the best part. Oh, look, they cut that brake line off. They squeezed it. Oh, that one's not even connected. That's extra. You don't need that one. It appears those bolts hold that in there. It's pretty good. Yeah, it appears that there's some customization going on here. So that brake is not, yeah, that was not connected there. This brake has been deactivated. Was not needed. So that front brake does not work. That's why it pulled so bad to one side. Yeah, you never know what you find underneath these prime piece of crap. Check out that motor mount system under there. Does that look like it's homemade or what? Of course, you got the chain hanging over there for some reason. Looks like they are with some frame modifications at one time. And there's only a little bit of rust in the footboards and holding the body together. Did I mention this was a pile of crap? Oh, it appears that they over-tightened the exhaust bolt and that's now loose. You know, a saw is always going to take care of that problem. Yeah, some quality merchandise through here. Let's see, there's the emergency brake. 10 to 1, that's not connected very much. Yeah, I'm thinking the emergency brakes are not functional. What do you think? Yeah, maybe that's why they don't work very well. Hey, a 2-foot long zip tie. Well, that's the fuel system. That's definitely up to code there. It's DOT approved there. No problem. Yeah, it's good stuff. Nice drive shaft angle. I guess they don't know about angles. Rear end needs to be tilted up a little bit. Oh well. Sure it didn't hurt any. There's your cab mounting up under there. I'm sure there's something besides rust holding it. I'm thinking maybe it's a piece of wood or it's probably a sign up under there. More good stuff. Alright, well, we're under here. What do we got to do to get this off? Looks like a simple bolt. That's good. Alright, this is just falling apart. Just like I knew it was going to be. Piece of crap. Alright, get the tripod out of the way. That might be too hard to see with. I don't like these damn creepers. All you do is slide all over the place. I hate those things. A piece of cardboard works a lot better. Or just put your knees on the ground, who cares? Okay, ooh, that works real good now. Okay, so we want to try to get these Rancho. Oh yeah, those are Rancho. Look at the size of those shafts. These are big shocks. Shocks might be the best thing about the truck. Okay, we gotta get this shock off of here somehow. And there's probably one on the bottom too, it looks like. Yep. Appears to be probably 9/16 deep well. Might be more deep than my deep well, is it? There we go. Oh no, my deep well's just fine. So we'll put our 3/8 wrench up on that and go zip, zip, zip. That's why we got power tools. Okay, I need something to stand on under here. I'm thinking this is the perfect size. Okay, bring the whole damn box up. I don't care. There, perfect. When we get stuff out with one hand, we don't care about this transmission box. Whatever's in it, who cares? There's all you need. Oh, these are those nice grab handles around the door. They had these on the inside of the doors in there. Those look really nice. Yeah, I'll make somebody a deal on those. Okay, there we go. There's my official creeper. I like this a lot better. Oh, it's a lot better on my knees too. Okay, we'll get our tripod set up here so you can catch all the wonderful details of taking apart a piece of crap 58 Ford F100. Don't forget, it is a pile of crap. Sometimes I overuse that word, but not very often. Okay, so we think the shock's going to come out easy or hard? I'm thinking it's going to be rusted in. Pretty well guaranteed that's going to be rusty. There we go. Let's see, I'll move this over a little bit out of my way. You got a sunbowl in your screen over there. How about that? Yeah, that works too. work off camera light. Okay, I'm going to start up here on the top. I'm thinking I don't want to come off. Big pair of channel lock. Elbow job. This isn't a big pair, it's a medium pair. Probably big enough though. Oh, look at that. There might be some kind of a wrench thing on there. Maybe we'll look that. Yeah, that rubber's hard as a rock. Yeah, that appears to be gone. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try to hurt ourselves with this. Yeah, that'll be a good sign. Okay, now the leverage this way does not tighten as much as this way. The way the leverages work, this works better this way, holding it. Something's happening. Oh. I need to squeeze hard enough before I hit the button. Ooh, look at that. You didn't think that was going to come off of there, did you? Got that socket warmed up too. These must be air shocks. Oh yeah, those are air shocks. Alright. That's the best kind. I always liked Rancho shocks on my trucks. They bounce real good when you go through dips and stuff. Yeah, a little bit too, this camera's too high in the air, you can't see anything. Let me lower it down some more. There, low rider. Can't go any lower than this one. Okay. So I'm going to try to go underneath here and pop that shock off. See what happens. Pull back a little bit. It's hard being a cameraman and having fun working on a pile of crap. This is actually fun for me. I like doing crap like this. There's probably something wrong with me. CRC lube on there. Tighten it up now. There we go. Put some more lube on it. And now we unscrew it. Got tight. Do it back and forth. Oh. And there you go. So put a lubricant in the up and down movement. It'll free up the rust a lot of times. Because rest assured, it was rusty. Alright, these are air shocks. You gotta collapse them to get them out. This one's bent too. There we go. See, that's not supposed to have that special curve in there like that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that custom bend right there. So you know these are custom made shocks now. Sometimes you only suspect you got custom parts. Other times you know you have them. Alright, that goes on the left side of the pickup bed. See, that's why you have a pickup truck. You throw your crap in it and you take it off and don't lose it. Alright. That's pretty good stuff there. Okay. I had so much fun, I'm going to go on the other side, so we'll come back after we get that one off. Alright, back on this. I got the other side pretty well undone. So, get this side off of here. Definitely lots of fun. Tools out of the way we're not using. Got enough tools out already. Can't work with too much crap out. Alright, so I need to figure out how to get the brake lines off the frame. Looks like they got a nut and socket arrangement. holds it all together. The other side leaks a lot of fluid, so this side doesn't. Let's get this side first. Appropriate big guy tool. Okay. First thing is figure out what size wrenches you need up here. Okay, that appears to be 5/8. And the other side, that's a whole different deal. Alright, let's see if we can figure it out. That felt good. It's dark on this side. Alright. Gotta get the brake line out of the way. That appears to be not a willing candidate for that. Yeah, there's a cure for that. Ah! Oh, gee, that hurt. Ah. Fender and kneecap. Feels great. Pair of dikes. Cut the line. Line is off. Alright. First brake line off. Okay. Now. Appears to be something pretty big for a wrench. Thought I had the wrench store I can get to them. Hell no. How do I do that? So here's one. Bingo. I think that was the 1-inch. Okay. Oh, geez, that actually unscrewed. I don't believe it. Amazing. That was too easy. There, that's just a big nut on there. That's all that is, just a big nut on the end of a hose. Probably a 5/8 nut. Alright, that takes care of that is. That wasn't that hard to do. Oh, it's a good thing because enough hard stuff to work on. Okay, now we go ahead and take the vacuum plate off. So I used a 1/2-inch zip gun for that. Okay, now that over here, there's a bunch of hardware down here. So these have locks. This is your steering arm down here. So this here has cotter keys in here underneath all this fuzz. This holds the steering arm on. I'm not really seeing any cotter key here. I see part of something, but I'll wipe it down a little bit so I can tell what's under here. Okay, it's got a cotter key that's split and ripped off and rusted in the hole. Great. There, someone failed to get it out, but not me. Okay, good, that'll come off now. There's another one on this one over here, probably. Yep. Looks like somebody used a real dinky ass cotter key in here instead of the big fat ones. Either that's really, really rusty. I'm going to go with both. Pretty hard to get into that at all. So we're just going to try to force it off. It's a 3/4 socket, 1/2-inch bolts. That's what they make power tools for. Power off. Cotter key in the way, not a problem. Oh, that's a problem. That appears to be pretty tight. Let's go ahead and put the box inside on there this time. Like I said, no problem. I did warm it up though. And put this one on over here. Okay, where's the hammer at? This whole thing comes off as a unit. Yeah, get this over here on the other side. There you go. Move the light out of the way a little bit. Yeah, you got a good view of what's going on. So all this linkage here stuff now is coming off. Get past the bolts though. They're just through bolts, they just go all the way through. It's not a major issue. There we go. That one's out. That one's out. Okay, so these are just long ass 1/2-inch bolts. Fine thread with castellated clamps on them. So here's a whole steering linkage assembly here all the way. Takes care of that problem. Bolt in there. Okay, the top two are just regular, same thing on top bolts. These are just shorter bolts, same thing. Except these don't have castellated, they're just regular nuts. They don't care if the top two fall off. They only care about the two at the bottom. Steering linkage attached. Alright, so that takes care of the backing plate assemblies. So this whole thing comes right off as a unit. It's pretty easy. Throw the stuff in the back of the truck. There, there's room to work on it now. Alright. This one's a little bit tighter on the other side. This is pretty stiff. I don't know if it's supposed to go that hard, but who knows. Okay, now I'm just taking the leaf springs off as an assembly. I'll have to deal with these shackles bolts under here I can't get to right now. So I got my jack stick. Slide it in from this side. Slide it under it. That'll hold this whole assembly up. So we just take the eye bolt off right here, and this assembly way up here in the front. So this one here is a slip-in yoke piece up in here. It's a shackle with two bolts riveted all together as one piece that comes out as a unit up here. There's two rubbers up in there. This one up here is just a single bolt back here. It's probably a 7/16 bolt. So it comes out fairly easy. Don't need my big tools for that. So just use my 3/8 drive ratchet here. Shit. Send it to 5/8 right there. 5/8 from the other side. Oh, this one's got the exhaust pipe in the way, so I can't use the power tool on that side. It's okay. Just do it backwards. Hold the nut with a wrench and loosen up the bolt. Nope, that's not the right size. So it's 11/16 nut with a 5/8 bolt. So I got to reverse my wrenches. It's 5/8. What's the nut? Yeah, the nut's 11/16. There's the 5/8. There's 11/16. So we just reverse our wrenches, no big deal. It's out. Simple nut comes off. And this just slides right on out. There you go. Okay, so the rear of the spring's loose. And I go up here in the front, way over there. Probably your best view is under here. Sort of way down here is where we're going to be. Get where you can see a little bit. So I'm going to go over on the other side and pull those bolts off, nuts off the other side. Those are just 3/8 bolts going through, so it's 9/16 nuts. Beat it out with a big ass hammer. You need a lot of force weight, so I use a hammer, or I get my big lead hammer better. I got my big punch. You beat on that, and that keeps from screwing up the bolt because the punch doesn't do too much damage to the bolt head. But you get a lot of force to help knock it out. Slide downhill. Okay. One nut. It's in there pretty good. The other one I need an extension on, which I did not bring. And it's not in the pan. I'm going to make it easy. Go all the way up here to get it. So I use a 3/8 long extension to clear the bottom of the core support. And I get access to it. Okay, that one's off. Okay, now all I gotta do is just bang out the support. It should come right out. Nice light in my eye, that helps a lot. Okay, hit one at a time. Slip it on out. Okay, there's the outside support. Yeah, I'm going to come out. Bring me a screwdriver. Ah, there it goes. This little dog bone comes off. Okay, now the bolts can come straight out. There you go. Okay, so the axle is now loose from the vehicle. It's just sitting on the jack stands for now. Get this stuff out of the way. Okay, pick up all my tools. Stuff out of the way. A lot of stuff in here. Okay. I should just slide right out of here now. Get the camera out of the way. This is going to probably be a nice fun thing to watch. We're going to attempt to drag that thing out of there. Wonder how that's going to work. We'll find out. Let's see. Yeah, I knew I had this inner tube around here for something. Scooby ate these. Look at the other side. Another scooby treat. Okay. Appears to be on the floor. Should go just drag it out now. There you go. Yeah, now it's upside down, you can work on it now. There. Nothing to it. And I get to these bolts here. I don't have a socket long enough to do these, so I'm going to have to do it with a regular wrench until it gets up far enough I can get a 3/8 drive to break them free. So that's going to require a lot of manual labor. So you don't need to watch that. So anyway, so that's what it takes to get that thing out of there. Nothing to it. These don't have to be rebuilt. They'll feel like they're good enough, so we're saving money on that. The rubbers obviously are slightly used. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, probably seen better days. So this is all part of the frame up under here. The old creeper over here. Throw it all underneath. Yeah, it's a full moon out there. Close to it. Yeah, that's how you get clearance for your water-free pulley. Just cut the frame away. Yeah, that's probably why the fuel pump don't work. It's not connected. All right. So this here is the other half of the bushing. This is riveted into the frame, so you can't just replace this. Probably got to have a screwdriver to get the rubber out. Yeah, it might come out. Yeah, it's coming. It's fighting it, but I'm getting it. There we go. So these are actually probably still usable, but probably get some urethane ones or something to work a little easier than these things. Definitely not a heavy-duty design. Ford's not built that tough, evidently. At least not the older ones. Now, this one here is all eaten up over here. Oh. There it comes. Yeah, that one's, see, that's what happens, the bolt eats through it. And then you've got issues. So that would be a little bit of noise and hard action on working. This side's already out, if it even had that side in there. My guess it wasn't even in there. Alright, I got to take the nut off over here for the brake line. This one's got fluid dripping out of it, so this one actually worked. So I'll go ahead and break that nut free, disconnect the line, let it all drain out. You got to attempt to pull the exhaust system off. Yeah, I'm sure those are going to come right off. Yeah, put the CRC where I can't get to it. So anyway, you can see the customization going real big time under here. The steering box is right here. So this is on a Ford. It's all connected to your steering column, all one piece. So before I pull the box, I probably got to pull up this panel up under here, get that out. See what happens. Yeah, a little bit of rust over there. So this stuff isn't really all that strong. Like, so we got those 7/16 bolts. One thing that holds the damn springs in here. Check out this custom welding. Look at that over there. See that motor mount? Look at that. Ain't that special? How many different pieces of metal did they use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of junk. Bitchin' welding quality. Oh, you must have practiced on the other side first. You did a better job on this side. That's a lot better looking weld. Yeah, this is quality stuff throughout. Great workmanship, no doubt about it. Lots of bubble gum right there too. There's probably more bubble gum underneath this muffler. Oh. Oh, well, ain't that special. Oh, that is custom. Look at that. Is that cut or broken? Oh, that is just right up there. Oh, that is custom stuff there. Look at that. No nuts. Rivet broken out. Frame's broken. Oh, that is. Oh, I'm just overjoyed with the front end on this thing. How's this side? Oh, this side appears to be tight. That's good. At least I feel secure. Can't fall out if you got both sides connected. Yeah, I might have to do some work on the on this. It looks like they bubblegum welded it here, so they probably knew it was bad. Well, that's why they got the bolt in here. See, it broke. Yeah. I wonder what grade bolt that was. Harbor Freight Special, probably. Maybe they should use at least a grade 8 and maybe upsize it. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be rectified a little bit. There's the steering box. First clue, it's been modified. There's a bunch of different bolt holes there. Oh, this has been all welded too, right through here. That's probably why the shock was bent. It's probably welded in wrong. Yeah, this is looking better and better. Maybe it's not too late to do something different for front end under this thing. I kind of wanted to run the I-beam though. Yeah, well, I think we're going to definitely have to upgrade, or at least fix some of this stuff. There's more than good welds right there. Yeah, we'll see what the back of the frame looks like. Who knows? There might be more surprises. You never know on something like this. Alright, well, that's it for tonight on this part. I'm going to go take that line off the other side so I don't break it off. And we'll leave this out here for tomorrow. It's backed into it. Anyway, those leaf springs need to be re-arched and taken some material out of them to make them more user-friendly for driving on. Alright, that's it for tonight.